Can we all agree it hasn't been the best start to the season for Aston Villa? They lost their opening game of this season against newly promoted Bournemouth 2-0. They did go on to beat Everton 2-1, but in fairness, if you're losing to Everton, you are in trouble. But then they proceeded to get their backsides handed to them by Crystal Palace the following week. It's not been the best start for Steven Gerrard's Villa team, but that all changes because today we are taking over Aston Villa. We are sacking off Steven Gerrard, and by the end of this video, Aston Villa will be the best team in the world. But there is definitely a twist to this rebuild. We are getting a helping hand from the wheel, and on this wheel there are 7 different rules, and whichever one it lands on, I have to follow that rule for the entire season. And those rules are selling the highest rated player only and making no transfers or sales all season. I only buy players over 6 foot. I can do whatever I want. I'd only be allowed to use 25% of my budget and sell nobody. I'm only allowed to buy players from leagues below. So for example, with Aston Villa, I'd have to buy from the Championship or League One and so on and so on. Sign free agents only, and signing players in alphabetical order using their last name. Obviously with the alphabetical order rule, if I bought players in season 1 and I stopped at D, I'd just pick up where I left off from that season. I am really looking forward to getting into this video, especially with the stipulations on the wheel. So without further ado, let's get straight into this video. So let's see what season 1's rule is that I have to follow. We're going to spin this wheel and hope for something pretty decent. Only buy from leagues below you, so I can only buy from the Championship, League 1 and League 2 for Season 1. And in Season 1 we have just over 35 million. Now I'll have a look, but I probably won't find anybody worthy of buying in League 1 or 2, so I will most likely put all of my attention and focus on the Championship. I can't see any League 1 or 2 players fitting into this Aston Villa side. This Villa side's actually a hell of a lot better than I anticipated. They've got some very good players. You've got Martinez, who in my opinion is definitely one of the best keepers in the league. You've got Cash, Conte, you got McGinn, got Jacob Ramsey, who's a baller as well. Coutinho, Watkins, Ings. It's actually a really good starting team. It's a very good team we've inherited, in fairness. Definitely a challenge. I'm looking forward to this one. Trust me, that was difficult, but we made it work. Brought in Sanderberg for 11 million, and we also brought Ben Brereton Diaz for 10 million, but we then sent them both on loan because they just couldn't get into the team. And this is how the team looks going into season 1 of this rebuild. As you can see, I've converted Leon Bailey and Buendia to the winger positions, and they've both actually increased in overall. We do have a midfield trio of McGinn, Kamara and Ramsey. Kamara recently transferred in this window, as well as Diego Carlos as well. I haven't been able to do anything about Coutinho because obviously he's still on loan in this game. I can't figure out how to get him permanently into this team, so what I'm going to do, if I'm able to next season, I'm just going to buy him back from Barcelona. But to be honest, this team's actually pretty decent, and quite frankly speaking, on paper, this team should be in the top 10 by the end of the season. We are currently halfway through the season in the Premier League, 20 games played, and we are currently 7th in the league and only 2 points outside the top 6. This season is actually going pretty well so far. Saying that though, Spurs are 2nd in the league, Arsenal are 5th. No. And this is how the team's looking going into the second half of this season. There was literally, and I mean literally, nobody I could have bought from League 2, League 1 or the Championship that would have made sense for this team. Not even for the freaking subs bench. And it's for that reason I didn't make a single purchase, and to be fair, I didn't sell anybody either, because right now this team is looking in a very goddamn good situation. Maybe by the end of this season we'll have achieved European football for next season. We have come to the end of this season. We didn't quite make it into the top 6. Spurs and Arsenal, to be fair, they were miles ahead of us. Spurs were 9 points clear of us. Arsenal were 10 points clear of us as well, so the top 6 wasn't exactly in our reach. Liverpool were the champions this time, 5 points clear of second place Chelsea, followed by Manchester City, then it was United, then Arsenal and Spurs, as I've just mentioned. And this year it was Watford, Brighton and Norwich who got relegated. That's one thing I forgot to do before this rebuild. I forgot to put the relegated teams into the Championship and the promoted teams from the Championship to the Premier League, so I apologise for that. Nope. What is going on? Feyenoord won the Conference League, Real Sociedad won the Europa League, and this time it was Man City who won the Champions League. Stats wise, we actually didn't do too bad. Watkins got 18 and 5 from 42 games, going up to 81 rated by the end of this season. Leon Bailey, 12 goals, 6 assists from 43 games. I'm expecting a lot better stats from him next season, considering he's 84 rated now. As I've already said to you guys, I couldn't figure out how to get Coutinho from being a loanee to Aston Villa to being a permanent team member of Aston Villa, so depending on what rule we've got to follow next year, there's a good chance that if it goes my way, I'll be going to try and buy him back. Buendia didn't have a half bad season either, going up to 82 rated, scoring 10 and 5. John McGinn, 6 and 7. Ings, 4 from the subs bench. It's not been a bad season at all. 7th place by the end of this campaign. Hopefully, depending on what rule we've got to follow next season, we can just continue to improve on this. So let's see what rule we got to follow for season 2. Let's make sign free agents only. Okay, that's going to be quite interesting. See if we can pick up on a free. Just to show you guys, we're working with just under 68 million, but quite frankly, considering we're only allowed to sign free agents anyways, it doesn't really make too much difference. To be honest, there's not really many places that we really need to buy for. We maybe could do with a better striker to make the front three a little bit more deadly. I don't really want to replace anybody in the midfield yet, but Ramsey, I know for a fact he does go up massively in overall. However, right now he's definitely the weak link in that midfield, so if we could get a far better midfielder, I wouldn't say no to that. That was freaking difficult. To begin though, we sent out Sanderberg once again out on loan, as well as Louis Barry. But we did bring in Cesar Azpilicueta on a free, as well as Maximiliano Gomez. And this is how the starting 11 looks going into season 2 of this rebuild. The front three looks pretty solid. Actually, I might swap Watkins for Maximiliano Gomez for this time being, Watkins being 1 overall rating higher than him, so it makes sense. The middle three is really where I'd like to improve. Ramsey, I really am hoping he comes good this season. He improved 3 last season. I'd like an overall growth of 3 or 4 this season as well. Back 4, I don't really want to touch, to be honest. That back 4 looks really goddamn good, and Martinez in goal, I really can't complain. Hopefully this season we can do just as well, if not better, as we did last season. And on top of that, we did qualify for European football last season, finishing 7th in the league, and we are in the Conference League this season in Group B, joined by Besiktas, Aarhus GF in Aberdeen, and we've got to wipe the floor with this group, surely to God. I mean, do I really need to say anything? However, we aren't exactly as dominant in the Premier League as we are in Europe. We are currently 8th in the league. We aren't actually that far off outside the top 6, but we've definitely got a better chance of getting top 6 this season than we did last season. Our team this season is far better. And this is how the team looks going into the second half of this season. Boys, this free agents rule sucks, man. I can't find anybody to sign that is worth signing. I can't sign anybody on a pre-contract agreement, and I had the opportunity to do that with about 4 or 5 different players in this window, but obviously they aren't free agents, so technically I can't do that. This is hard, man. This is a lot harder than I thought, man. If we didn't inherit a very, very good Aston Villa team on paper anyway, we'd be screwed. But speaking of the team, I actually think we can get top 6 this season. At the very least, we could probably do quite well in the Conference League. In season 2, we have managed to get top 4 football, guaranteeing us Champions League football for next season. In only season freaking 2, bearing in mind. The teams finishing below us in the top 8 were Man U, Arsenal, Chelsea, West Ham, Spurs. We've done freaking incredibly well this season. And in the bottom 3, it was QPR, Leeds United, and Southampton. Bournemouth pulled off a massive upset, beating United in the final of the FA Cup to win the entire damn thing. Fair freaking play. No words. We came so close, man. Our first silverware, our first piece of silverware slipped away from us at the last hurdle. Lazio beat us 3-2 in the Conference League final, but at least we got to the final. Monaco won the Europa League, City won the Super Cup, and AC Milan won the Champions League. I tell you what, guys, Ollie Watkins and Maximiliano Gomez, fair freaking play to him. Over 20 goals each. Leon Bailey came in clutch this season as well. 21 goals, 11 assists from that winger position. Buendia with 13 goals, 8 assists. McGinn with 7 and 9. Jacob Ramsey 5 and 6. Once again, growing 3 overall. If he can do that one more time, I'd be delighted with it. Let me tell you something. I did a free agent rebuild with Manchester City, and I do not remember it being that freaking hard to sign free agents. That was tremendously difficult. Fingers goddamn crossed we don't get that rule again. I'd actually prefer the first rule over that one. Season 3's rule, do not screw me over again. Please sign players in alphabetical order. You are taking the piss, aren't you? And it just so happens that we've got 175.13 million to spend in season 3. Now this one is going to be difficult. We have to sign players in alphabetical order, so obviously the last name of the player has to start with A, and then we go to B, then C, then D, then so on. And to be honest, guys, I think we just need to bolster the midfield, and this team is looking very goddamn good to go. Now, trust me when I say that was difficult. Remember, we're going alphabetically from A to Z, last names only. We started this transfer window by sending Jacob Ramsey out on loan. We then sold Ezri Konsa for 63.4 million, as well as selling Douglas Luiz for 30.7 million as well. And on top of that, we sold Boubacar Kamara for 50.3 million. And in alphabetical order, we went for Thiago Almada for 45.2 million, Rodrigo Bentancur for 44.7 million, Eduardo Eduardo Camavinga for 70 million and Denzel Dumfries for just over 34.5 million. And this is how the squad looks going into season 3 of this rebuild. The front three look freaking spectacular. I'm really actually shocked at how well Buendia is actually improved. He doesn't normally go over 83 rated, but he's 85 rated, 26 years old. He's going to stay in this team till the end, I'm telling you. Then we have a completely new midfield three in Camavinga, Thiago Almada and Bentancur. And I'm really happy with how that's turned out. And obviously we did sell Ezri Konsa because he wanted out. We also sold Boubacar Kamara because he wanted out as well. So we did end up converting Dumfries to a centre-back because, let's be honest, he's an absolute monster. 89 physicality, 80 defending, 83 pace. He's going to be a brick wall, so we thought, why not convert him to a centre-back? But honestly, guys, this team can do serious damage in the Champions League this season. And speaking of the Champions League, we are in Group E, joined by Dortmund, Benfica and PSV. Now, to be honest, Dortmund will probably top the group. It'll be between ourselves and PSV, depending on who goes through second place. Well, considering we've been unbeaten in the entirety of this group stage, I'd say we did pretty goddamn well. And as it turns out, PSV finished bottom, Dortmund finished third, and Benfica finished second with us finishing top. But I don't care. We are into the round of 16, and I'm just hoping that we don't come up against a team like Liverpool. Oh my god! For the first time ever, we aren't up against a ridiculously strong team in the round of 16. We are up against AEK Athens. And now that I've just said that, watch us lose and get our arses kicked in the round of 16 now. We are doing far better in the Premier League this time in Season 3. We are 6th in the league. We are slowly creeping up that ladder at the midway point of the season. The only bad side is the fact that Arsenal are third and, oh my god, Spurs are first, for God's sake. And in that transfer window, we blew all of our money on one player. And that player was Edison, who cost us 106.1 million. And this is how the team is looking going into the second half of the season and into the round of 16 of the Champions League. And it looks freaking ridiculous, man. I'm so happy with how this team's looking. There's literally no weaknesses in this team, and there's a decent chance, depending on who we get drawn against, we could do very goddamn well in the Champions League. Obviously, we've got to get past Athens first, but surely to God, with the quality in this team, we should make quick work of them. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first time we've ever played against Athens in the knockout stages of the Champions League, so this could make for quite an interesting fixture. There's literally only one or two players I know on that team, the first one being the right centre midfielder Krajawiak and their keeper Stankovic. Everybody else, no disrespect intended to any Athens fans out there, I am so clueless on your starting 11. So without further ado, we are going to get into this game, and hopefully, I haven't jinxed myself. Alright, there we go. A nice 1-0 going into the second leg. Digne with the goal that gets us the win. Hopefully, we can just finish it off in the second. Well, the suspension case is it as bright and freaking early this time. Bentancur got himself suspended, so we won't be playing in this game. Fortunately, I do think we've got McGinn on the suspension. He is more than capable of freaking filling his shoes. We're 1-0 up against Athens. Let's bring it home and book our place in the quarterfinals. Come on, Villa. There we go. We didn't make it easy for ourselves. We actually conceded first in the 45th minute courtesy of Zuber, but Leon Bailey in the 69th minute, lol, got ourselves that goal that booked our place in the quarters. Now, Leipzig are never an easy team to come up against, especially in the Champions League. Their team, I was considering buying Angelino as a fullback for alphabetical reasons, but I did end up going with Almada instead. That team, though, man, and Nkunku, Broja, Ocampos, Olmo, Sorloth, Musa, the cat-kicking prick, is a very good team, but I'd actually argue ours is actually a little bit better. So without further ado, let's find out if I am right. Let's see if we can get... Oh my god. Holy shit. Almada in the 19th minute, Broja in the 30th, Almada, I believe that's a penalty miss, but whatever. Camavinga in the 47th, Digne again in the 69th, lol. And Camavinga with the brace in the 87th. We pretty much booked our place in the semis. I cannot see us joking this. Well, the suspension curses hit us again, this time on the left side of the midfield with Camavinga. He won't be playing, but I'll be honest with you, I don't think it matters all that much. We're at home with a 4-1 advantage over an exceptionally good RB Leipzig side, and I definitely think I've underestimated how good this side is because, quite frankly speaking, if we'd beaten RB Leipzig 4-1 away from home, we're a lot better than I'm giving ourselves credit for. So without further ado, let's finish this off and book our place in the semi-finals with a 5-2 overall on aggregate, 1-1 on the night. We are cruising to the semi-finals. You know, just before I saw who our final opponent was, before the Champions League final, I was saying to myself, please don't be freaking PSG. And look who we're drawn against, PSG in the semis. Our defence is actually better and more well-rounded than their back four. Our midfield three, I'd actually argue, is quite even. Obviously, their front three is definitely better than ours, but realistically speaking, when you take into account both starting 11s, it's actually really even, and this could potentially go either way. It just depends, doesn't it? So without further ado, let's get into this game, and hopefully we can get... Oh my god, this is going to the second leg, and we took a 2-0 lead with Maximiliano Gomez in the 4th and 51st, and then we choked it with Verratti in the 58th and Mbappe in the 64th, but the good news is Marquinhos is out for the second leg for PSG, so hopefully we can take full advantage of that. Without Marquinhos in their side, that defensive lineup does not look very strong in the slightest. The only redeeming quality about that back four is the fact that Donnarumma's in between the sticks. Obviously, they still got a very good midfield and strikers up top. However, that back four, it ain't looking good, mate. It ain't looking good. So without further ado, Aston Villa, PSG, semi-final, 2-2 on aggregate at Villa Park. Let's see if Villa can do it. Come on! Finally! We are into the Champions League final. I say final, we've only been doing this for 3 seasons, but Jesus Christ, it's been a difficult 3 seasons. With all those rules and stipulations I've had to follow, it's felt like freaking 6. But Digne, once again coming in clutch in the 2nd minute, Watkins in the 47th, and Diallo, 61st minute goal, but it isn't enough. We beat and knock out PSG, 4-3 overall, 2-1 on that. We are in the Champions League final. So on the 25th of May, 2024, it will be Aston Villa versus Liverpool in an All-England Champions League final. And with it being this early still in career mode, you can bet your arse Liverpool have got a ridiculous team. But before we get into the game, we're going to see how we've done elsewhere this season. We still did manage to get top 6 this season. Unfortunately, we did drop 2 places from last season's finish. Chelsea this time absolutely wiped the floor with the league. 10 points clear at the top of the table. Spurs finished in 2nd place. Then it was United. Then it was Arsenal. Then it was ourselves. Liverpool, Man City for whatever reason finished 7th. And then it was Leicester City who finished 8th. And in the bottom 3 this time it was Sheffield United, Bournemouth and West Ham United. Chelsea beat Arsenal to win the FA Cup. Liverpool destroyed Preston, but fair play to Preston for even getting to the final. Borussia Mönchengladbach won the Conference League. Nope. And Monaco won the Super Cup. Leon Bailey came through this season. 22 goals, 11 assists, 54 games. He didn't bad at all. As well as that, 89 rated this season. Fair goddamn play. Then you got Thiago Almada with 85 rated, 4 overall growth with 13 goals, 5 assists. You got Camavinga, 12 goals, 7 assists. Maximiliano Gomez, what in God's name happened to you this season? I had 9 goals. That's just atrocious. And with Ollie Watkins as well, that centre-back got more goals than you, kid. To be honest, if it weren't for this 3 this season, Jesus Christ, who knows how badly we'd have done. Liverpool's team, as you would have expected, is nothing short of ridiculous. The front 3, Diaz, Jota and Salah. They've got a midfield 3 of Henderson, Fabinho and Galoppo. I have no idea who that is. At the back 4, they've got Robertson, Van Dijk, Valverde for whatever reason at centre-back. They've got Trent Alexander-Arnold right back, of course, and as well as that, Alisson in goal. Still not too sure who that Galoppo is. And for one of the very few times in a rebuild final, we actually have a full-strength starting 11 in the side. No injuries, no suspensions, no nothing. So without further ado, it is time to get into the game. It is Aston Villa versus Liverpool, 8 PM kickoff at Parc des Princes in the Champions League final. Diaz is attacking this left-hand side. And oh my god, they're gonna score all minute. Oh my god, boys, get out! Jesus Christ, that was not a very good start. But Leon Bailey's on the ball. He's got so much pace, Leon Bailey. If we can find Buendia is in. Oh, he's closed down so quickly, but we can find Leon Bailey. Oh, no, that was a decent counter-attack, but nothing came of it. What a start to the freaking game. 6 minutes in. We're under the cosh already, and we get up to Liverpool's half and almost get a chance ourselves. Luis Diaz is going to be an absolute menace to deal with in this game. What an interception by Bentancur. Buendia is on the ball. We haven't got really many pacey options up front, so we're going to have to go with Leon Bailey here. Almada is running. He's running at him. Tell you what, Leon Bailey's done really well here, getting into that space. Can we get him behind? No, we can't. Camavinga's found Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey, definitely our most dangerous player on the pitch so far. And oh my god, I say that and he's just giving the ball away like it's nothing. If we don't, oh my god, what a ball that is to Henderson. Henderson is in behind. Oh, bloody hell, what an interception by Bentancur. Has done really well intercepting these passes. Bentancur, he's got a bit of room to run into. No one's really giving him any options. We're going to have a pop and he gets blocked just like that. Liverpool, man, they're very good defensively, I'll give them that. Diaz is absolutely tearing Cash apart at the back. What an interception by Diego Carlos. Is the one thing we're good at in this game is freaking intercepting. Maybe we can get a counter-attack on here. Buendia, get your running. Oh my god, what a ball. Please tell me. Oh, that's not offside. That is not offside, let's be honest. Okay, it may have been offside. Luca Digne, one of the most underrated players of this entire freaking rebuild. He's got the ball back. Right, we're going to find Bailey. Bailey, whip one. Back post, head on that. No, Almada, he is never winning that in a million years. Our team's far too diddy to be putting crosses in like that. I have learned that lesson very early on in this game. Buendia is on the ball. Can we find that run from... Oh, we just needed to get it to his feet, man. He'll take care of the rest. There it is. The half-time whistle just gone, just as I was ranted about Alexander-Arnold. And it is a stalemate at half-time. Leon Bailey is on the ball against Valverde. Leon Bailey's in behind here. We can have a shot. Oh my god! An absolute mistake from Alisson. And we've somehow, against all odds, gone 1-0 up very early in the second half. Boys, that came from absolutely nothing. I was just having a run with Leon Bailey. He hits it. Alisson fumbles that, and it's a goal to us. He's pulled a Karius. Oh, this is where Liverpool are going to rain hell on us now. We have got to sit tight at the back and defend like a unit. Otherwise, Liverpool are going to have their way with us and then some. Matty Cash versus Luis Diaz. Matty Cash, he's read that like a boot this time. He did that to him all in the first half and he's finally figured out a way to counter it. Diego Carlos with the freaking pass of dreams over to Buendia. Buendia, right, he's got options. Oh, Van Dijk. He knew what I was trying to go for there, man. But if we get that in behind to Almada, it's game over. It's 2-0 and it's done and dusted. But whilst I'm saying that, we're under the cosh here. Denzel has been done like a kipper by Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz got the cross in, but it goes safely to Edison's hands. He's running. He's got Elliott with him. The absolute melt himself. Camavinga. Bailey. Bailey's going to have a bit of a run as well. Bailey, he's going to go all the way. He's going to go all the way. Again. Oh, nah, not quite this time. He's found Almada. Almada closed down by Fabinho very quickly, but Almada with the return pass to Buendia. Buendia is closed down so quickly by Robertson, but we get it to Almada. Almada in the centre. Quick touch. Just like that. I told you, we get it to Gomez's feet. He will take care of the rest. Beautiful little bit of play outside the box. We get it into Almada. Almada finds Gomez in a little pocket of space. Van Dijk and his centre-back partnership with Valverde isn't exactly working that well, and we make it 2-0. Oh shit, here we go, here we go. We've got to freaking defend. Oh, don't tell me that was Harvey Elliott. Don't tell me that was Harvey Elliott. For the love of God, anybody but that unsufferable prick. Was he? Yep. Of course it was. Of course it was him. We're on. Oh my God. We could get one back straight away with Leon Bailey. We're going to have a pop. Oh my God. Oh, Alisson did make a good save that time though. Oh no, boys. They're beginning to turn it up. They were beginning to turn it up. He's going to go long with that. Matty Cash. Good lad. Have you seen this press here by Liverpool, man? Oh shit. Okay. Robertson. Oh, no. Don't you dare. Edison. Legend. We have literally got another 5 minutes to hold on to this lead. until it's the final whistle, and then it is done and dusted. What in God's name, Bentancur? What are you playing at there, lad? For goodness sake. That was supposed to go to Buendia, for the love of God. Let's get a 1-2 of Gomez. Oh, this is beautiful. Please tell me that's onside. Pissing hell, Buendia, stay onside. We have 2 minutes left in this game to hold on. 2 minutes left. Matty Cash needs to be getting a bit tight to Luis Diaz there, for the love of God. Mornay. Where the hell's Mornay? Oh, no. Get that ball, Denzel. Lovely. Oh, my God, what a ball out. What a ball out. What a touch. Oh, my God, no. Minimiano. No. Oh, my God, the last-ditch save from Edison has won us the Champions League. It's won us the game. It has made Aston Villa the best team in the freaking world. Spinning that wheel for 3 seasons made this freaking difficult, I have to admit. I have not worked that hard at transfers in a long time. We're very lucky we inherited a very good Villa team on paper, because otherwise that would have been a lot harder. But that is the end of this video. If you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, smash the hell out of that subscribe button if you are new around here, turn that notification bell and so you never miss a video I upload. We are on the road to 6,000 subscribers as we speak, and the like goal for today's video is 250 likes. If we can hit that, that would be incredible. That's all from me. It has been your boy Good. I hope you guys have an absolutely incredible afternoon, and until next time, I'll see you later.